Welcome to Carl Watts Golf and the eyes over the ball tip. Now, where did I learn this tip? Well, going back when I used to compete on tour, one of the very first events I played was down in South Africa, and I was there as a total newbie playing on tour. And it just sort of felt like Christmas every day, because all these players that I had admired over all these years were then suddenly within touching distance and playing alongside. So it was amazing. But on this one day, I was really struggling to actually see the line when I was setting up, and I just couldn't get my head around it. And then I watched Ernie Els, and this was down at the South African Open, and I just sat on the side of the putting green just watching him, and ended up chatting to him. And he was explaining how he actually helped himself to line up or his eyes over the ball. And there was a few ways that he was doing, some simple ways, which I'm going to show you now. Now, the reason for doing this is that the more foundational elements you can have in place with your putting, the more chance you've got of holding putts and being more consistent and not three putting. So the more we can do that, the better. So let's just now show you how we actually done it. So as you'll see here, I've got my marker already set up. So I've made my mind up on the line I'm going to pick. So I'm now going to put my line down towards the hole. Okay, so my chip, which from another video you'll see, the marker chip with the line on it, has already helped me to get online. Now, a couple of ways that I can actually find out if I'm online. Number one, or the eyes are over the ball, sorry. So number one, I'm going to place the putter exactly on the line, and then I'm going to really try and just get my eyes where they're directly above the ball. So instead of being too far inside the line or too far over the line. So the first way I can actually do this is by simply, just move the ball, would you believe? Won't be retaking that one. Okay, so lined up. So the first thing I'm going to be able to do is check here. So if I put that on my line, now you can see here, my eyes actually inside the ball line. So I can set up again and double check. Okay, that's better. So I can just get used to it. So the shaft line is directly on the middle of the ball. Now, another way I can do it, I could get another ball and I could just set up here. I could stay still. I could drop the ball from my eye line and just see if it hits it. Not hugely keen on that, because obviously it then moves the ball and so on. However, it works. Now, the other way that you can actually do it is you can actually place the ball in a way where, if you notice here, if I can demonstrate for you, you've got the name of the golf ball on this side and on the other side. Now, when you actually set up the ball with the line, you can see the line is set up like so. Now, when your eyes are directly over, you'll be able to just see the black writing on this side and this side. So it's a really easy way to double check that you're online. You could also just add like a marker pen mark on either side as well to help. So it's a very, very key point, foundation to have, because if your eyes are way too inside, you start stroking it way too much of an arc. If you're too far the other side, again, you won't be able to read the putt effectively, and you'll think that it's a stroke fault, when in reality it's one of your foundational points that are out of kilt. So, you know, if you like to wrap up, all tour players have these routines that they work through, and they're based on total basics. The problem with most amateur golfers is it's a little bit of an equation. It's not just one or two basics that are out, whether it's alignment or eye line or not lining up the ball correctly and so on. They tend to be 4, 5 or 6 at a time. So the more of these little tips you can get in place, the more consistent that you can become. So I hope you've enjoyed that tip, and please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, boss your game.